In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I was able to reverse burnout and create life-work balance. If you're new to me, welcome. I'm Dr. Kweli, the anti-burnout coach for high-achieving professional women. And my goal today is to show you what worked for me and what is working for my clients. And if you want additional support, at the end of this mini course, I'll break down exactly how I can help you. I'm excited to dive right in. So if you can, find a quiet place where you can silence any distractions. And speaking of distractions, I'm going to be turning off my camera so that I don't get distracted and so that you can completely focus on the content. All right, so let me share my screen. So today I want to break down how to reverse burnout and create life-work balance, and how to do this without sacrificing your success or feeling guilty for prioritizing yourself or adding even more to your overwhelming to-do list. I'll be sharing my simple four-part anti-burnout plan framework. We are going behind the curtain of my one-on-one coaching program, the 8-week Burnout to Balance formula. And as we go through this mini course, I want you to keep the word create in mind. All right, so this is for you. If you are a high achieving professional woman who is excelling in your career, but feeling overwhelmed, burned out, and weighed down by a never ending to do list, and you're ready to create lasting change in your personal and professional life with a proven system that empowers you to take control and prioritize what truly matters, and you're open minded and ready to embrace a new way of living, one that aligns with your values and your well being. And you want to create balance in your life, finding fulfillment without overworking, without sacrificing your well being, and without constantly feeling overwhelmed. So basically, this is for you if you are exhausted. And if you are tired of being tired and you're ready to make a change, or if you're trying to prevent getting to that tired of being tired stage, either way, I've got you. I will meet you exactly where you are. So, does this sound familiar? You wake up dreading Monday mornings, already overwhelmed before the week has even started. Or you work so hard all day, and by the time you get home to your loved ones, there's nothing left to give. You're there physically, but not fully present. Or you're constantly taking care of everyone else's needs, leaving little or no time for yourself. Or you feel like you're living on autopilot, like a robot, just going through the motions day after day. You may even hear that quiet voice inside asking, is this all there is? Did I work this hard just to feel this exhausted? Or maybe you find yourself reaching for that extra glass of wine at night, or indulging in treats or junk food, not because you're hungry, but because you need to escape the stress, even if just for a moment. Or maybe you fantasize about leaving it all behind and doing something completely different. I used to fantasize about becoming a barista at Starbucks. I just wanted to do anything besides what I was doing. So, despite checking all the boxes of success, earning the degrees, building your career, achieving your goals, it still doesn't feel like you thought it would. I get it. I have been there. So if any of this resonates with you, you are in the right place. So today I'm going to show you exactly how you can use my simple four-part framework to go from burnout to balance and start prioritizing what matters most in just 8 weeks. And here's the thing, a lot of people think about balance this way, where life is on one side of the scale and work is on the other side, and they're just trying to keep everything even. But the truth is that creating balance looks more like this. It's deciding what is important to you and then pouring into those various areas. Balance does not just happen. You have to create balance and constantly recalibrate based on whatever you need at the time. And this requires being intentional about where your time and your energy goes. The good news is creating balance is possible. And once you realize that balance is something you can design, protect, and nurture, it becomes so much simpler than you ever thought. So, why should you trust me? So, again, I'm Dr. Kweli, the anti burnout coach for high achieving professional women. I have been exactly where you are. I know what it feels like to be burned out, exhausted, and stuck in a cycle that feels impossible to break. But I also know that change is possible because I've done it myself. I overcame burnout and completely transformed my life. And now I help my clients achieve their own breakthroughs in just 8 weeks. Today, I wake up energized, fulfilled, and in control of my schedule because I've designed a life that aligns with my values and prioritizes my well being without sacrificing my career success. And that's exactly what I help my clients do. I specialize in guiding high achieving women from burnout to balance using my proven anti-burnout plan framework. This framework doesn't require overworking or constant stress or neglecting yourself. Instead, it helps you prioritize what matters most and create a life that feels as good as it looks on paper. And while I am a certified coach, my approach is more than just coaching. I am a combination of coach and consultant and cheerleader. I'm not just here to ask you endless questions. I'm here to give you the direction and the tools that I wish I had when I was burned out. I'll provide a clear framework, practical strategies, and the encouragement you need every step of the way. So I won't give you my whole life story, but I will share this. Like you, I'm a high achiever. All my life, I worked hard to check every box, always thinking that the next goal that I achieved would finally fulfill me. I graduated from college, then I went to dental school, I completed my residency, and then I was blessed to marry the love of my life. And that's us on the left. This is Jet Magazine from back in the day. Then we had our beautiful baby girl. And then I became a board certified endodontist, which is a root canal specialist. I even had an opportunity to do a root canal on a lioness named Scar. And then I opened what I thought was my dream dental practice. It took years to bring that beautiful vision to life. But even with all those accomplishments, and while everything looked great on the outside, I was struggling. I was exhausted from overworking. I was unhappy with my career choice. And I was constantly feeling like I was failing in all areas of my life as a wife, as a mom, and as a business owner. So I poured everything I had into my quote unquote dream practice, watching my physical and mental health decline, but I kept telling myself to just push through. And then in 2014, the panic attacks started. At first, I didn't even know what was happening. I just knew I couldn't catch my breath. And as crazy as it sounds, I would rush out of my office and go sit in my car so my staff and my patients wouldn't see me like that. Then, at the height of my burnout, one night after work, I was at home, I was standing in the kitchen, and I suddenly felt really bad. Again, I wasn't sure exactly what was happening, but I knew something was terribly wrong. In dental school, they taught us that sometimes patients will feel this impending sense of doom right before a medical emergency. And that's exactly how I felt. I'm so glad I did not ignore that. Instead, I asked my husband to take me to the ER. When we got there, they checked my vitals and told me that my blood pressure was dangerously high, like stroke level high. I remember thinking that has to be a mistake. I had always had low blood pressure, but they checked it again and again, and it was still dangerously high. I was also severely dehydrated and had to get IV fluids. Looking back, it makes sense because when I was seeing patients back to back, I wouldn't drink anything so that I could avoid bathroom breaks and not mess up my schedule too much. And I know how crazy that sounds now, putting everyone else's needs above my own, but that's how I operated for so many years. So that was 2014. Luckily, 2014 was also the year that I attended Oprah's The Life You Want weekend with my friend and soror, Brianna. And that's our view of the stage from the nosebleed section where we were sitting. I am so thankful that we went because that weekend was a turning point for me. During the event, one of the guest speakers talked about values, and it really got me thinking deeply about what truly mattered to me. So a few days later, I wrote down my top three values: love, service, and freedom on a sticky note and stuck it in my car. This is a picture of the actual very faded sticky note dated September 24th, 2014. So this became my daily reminder. Every day I looked at it and realized I was not living my values. Love, yes. Service, kind of, through my sorority and other things, but freedom, not at all. That realization hit me hard, but I am so grateful for the clarity that it gave me. So, after months of soul searching and contemplation, I made the difficult decision to close my practice for the sake of my health and well being. So, in 2015, I closed my practice and took a job as an associate. I felt a lot of shame at the time, and the financial fallout was overwhelming. It was not easy, but I knew that there had to be a better way to build a successful career without sacrificing my health and my relationships. So for years, I researched, experimented, and learned everything I could about burnout, life work balance, happiness, and career satisfaction. And through that journey, I developed what is now known as the Anti-Burnout Plan, a framework designed to help high achieving women reverse their burnout and build lives of balance, fulfillment, and freedom. So that's how it started, and here's how it's going. So it has been 10 years since I closed my practice, and my life has completely transformed. My health has improved. My relationship with my husband and my daughter are stronger than ever. And I'm finally enjoying my career as a coach and consultant. And that's me floating in Anguilla, my favorite place in the world so far. Unlike the trips that I took when I was experiencing burnout, I'm now able to completely relax when I'm on vacation. The changes that I've made over the years have given me the space to just breathe. So much so that I even wrote a book, which I'm thrilled to say became a #1 Amazon bestseller. And now I want you to have that space to breathe too. And I don't want you to spend years trying to figure it out like I did. So, this is also 2025. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that this is exactly how the world feels right now. But two things can be true at the same time. And even with all of the chaos in the world, I feel so blessed to be living in my purpose and doing this work and helping other women navigate their burnout and create balance and providing support during these challenging times. My mission is simple but powerful to empower women to thrive, both personally and professionally, without sacrificing their well being. I believe that success should not come at the expense of your health, your peace, or your happiness. And I'm committed to helping high achieving women create balance, prioritize what truly matters, and build lives they love without burnout. So, you are exactly where you need to be today. I'm going to break down how my signature framework can help you escape burnout and design a life where you focus on what truly matters without feeling drained or overcommitted or out of balance. It's time to take back control and prioritize your well being and thrive, both personally and professionally. You deserve it. So, if you're anything like me, you've probably tried a lot of things on your own in order to deal with burnout and life work imbalance. The problem is, most of these are surface level solutions. They might help for a little while, but they don't address the real issue. What we actually need is to go deeper and ask ourselves, what is most important to me? And what do I really want? And how can I design my life in a way that honors that? And what boundaries do I need to put in place to protect my time, my energy, and my peace? So here's a list of things you may have tried. And really, these are all the things I've tried. And trust me, I've tried them all and more. So all of these things had their place, but none of them gave me the lasting change that I needed. And that's why I created a deeper, more holistic approach with my anti-burnout plan because surface solutions just aren't enough. So let's talk about what actually does work. And real quick, before I break down my signature framework, I want you to know that this isn't just about the anti-burnout plan framework. It's about you recognizing that you are a powerful woman, fully capable of not only overcoming burnout, but also creating the balanced life you truly want. And I know that when you're exhausted and burned out, it does not feel that way. But trust me, you are powerful. I mean, look at your track record. You have accomplished so much. You're already successful on paper. But like me, you want more than just success. You want balance, peace, and fulfillment. And you deserve all of it. We are no longer settling for a life that just looks good on paper. It's time to design a life that feels good too. And here's the truth: reversing burnout and creating balance does not just happen. It's something that we have to design and implement and continuously recalibrate so that we can build a life that truly aligns with what matters most. So, how do we do that? We use my four-step framework, the Anti-Burnout Plan, P.L.A.N, which stands for pause, love, align, and know. So, this is the roadmap to life work balance and burnout recovery. And as you can see, I don't say work life balance, I say life work balance because life always comes first. So let's break down the four phases of the anti-burnout plan framework. Phase one is pause. This is where you pause, reflect, and reconnect with your core values. You'll start with intentional breathing, simple techniques to calm your mind, reduce stress, and regain clarity. In this phase, you'll also learn to recognize the early signs of burnout, create space to reflect, and identify what's truly draining your energy. Finally, you'll clarify your top three core values, your guiding compass for every decision and priority moving forward. Pausing is the first step to reclaiming your balance. Phase two is love. Love yourself and love your life. This phase is all about creating a vision for balance and giving yourself the same love and compassion you so freely give to others. You'll start by practicing self love and self compassion, shifting from self criticism to self support. It's time to silence that inner critic and start treating yourself with kindness and grace. Next, you'll visualize your dream life, the life you truly want to be living 3 years from now. Not just a vague idea, but a clear, inspiring vision that aligns with your values and brings you joy. And most importantly, you'll begin to believe that you are worthy of that life. You deserve balance, fulfillment, and happiness. And in this phase, you'll start taking real steps towards making that vision a reality. Loving yourself is the key to transformation. Phase three is align. Align your actions by prioritizing and structuring your life. This is where we take that beautiful vision you created in phase two and start turning it into reality. First, you'll design your ideal daily schedule, one that aligns your time with what matters most to you, not just what's on your endless to-do list. Then you'll implement self-care practices that support your well-being. These are not just quick fixes. They're sustainable habits that help you stay balanced, energized, and present every day. By creating your daily schedule that reflects your priorities, you'll naturally shape your week, your month, and your year, bringing your long-term vision to life. Alignment is what turns your vision into reality. And phase four is no. No, thank you. Protect your time and protect your energy. This phase is all about setting boundaries that honor your well-being and your values. You'll start by mastering the art of saying no, learning to set firm but compassionate boundaries without guilt. Because every time you say no to what drains you, you're saying yes to what truly matters. Next, you'll create your no thank you list, a clear list of commitments, habits, and even people that no longer serve you or align with the life that you're building. Finally, you'll refine your priorities to make space for what aligns with your values and vision, ensuring that your time and energy are spent on what truly fulfills you. Saying no to what drains you is saying yes to what fulfills you. So by the end of this 8-week journey, you won't just have ideas or inspiration. You will have a tangible, actionable plan that you can actually hold in your hands. You'll have a personalized roadmap to balance and fulfillment that includes your core values, your vision, your ideal daily schedule, and your no thank you list, your customized anti-burnout plan. This is your path to lasting balance so you can thrive without burnout. And I know you are busy, and that's why we'll do the work together live on our one-on-one calls. That's right, our one-on-one calls, just me and you. You won't have to find extra time to figure it all out on your own. We'll build your personalized anti-burnout plan step by step during our sessions. This is not just another temporary fix. This is about giving you the tools and the skills that you need, not just for now, but for life. And with the help of your workbook and your customized anti-burnout plan, you'll have a tool that you can return to again and again, because balance isn't just a one-time achievement. It's a continuous process. And that's why the plan is designed as a cycle, helping you recalibrate, refocus, and stay on track whenever life shifts. So let's talk about the benefits of the anti-burnout plan, because it's not just about avoiding burnout, it's about creating a life that feels balanced, fulfilling, and aligned with what matters most to you. With this framework, you'll finally be able to say no to the things that drain you. So, no 5 o'clock a.m. grind mentality, no drowning in work and feeling overwhelmed every day. No endless to-do lists, no rushing through life on autopilot and feeling disconnected from what truly matters. No neglecting your well-being just to keep up, and no more constantly feeling like you have to prove yourself, and no more saying yes when you really want and need to say no. Instead, the anti-burnout plan helps you say yes to what you truly deserve, a proven 4-part framework that guides you step by step from burnout to balance. And the best part is, this is possible for you even if you're always busy, even if you feel like you don't have time, and even if saying no feels impossible. So here's what is possible for you after our 8 weeks together. The 8-week Burnout to Balance formula is a proven step-by-step system that helps you take back control of your time so you're no longer stuck in a cycle of exhaustion and overcommitment. It helps you create a realistic schedule that allows you to excel in your career without sacrificing your well-being. It helps you say no without guilt and set boundaries that protect your time, energy, and peace. And it helps you design a life that aligns with your values so you can prioritize what truly matters without the burnout. And you'll develop your personalized anti-burnout plan, a roadmap to balance, fulfillment, and long-term success, and so much more. After 8 weeks, you'll have the clarity, structure, and support to build a life you love without burnout holding you back. So, this is the goal. It's time to have joy and peace and finally enjoy the life you have worked so hard to achieve. It's time to go from exhausted and constantly pushing through to energized, fulfilled, and loving your life. It is time to reverse burnout and create life-work balance. You do not have to choose between career success and your well-being. You get to have both. It's time to design a life that aligns with your values so you can thrive without burnout. And prioritizing yourself is not a luxury. It's the foundation of a fulfilling life. You get to have a life that you love, and not someday, but now. It's possible and you deserve it. So let me take you back for just a moment. So before, I was completely burned out, exhausted, overwhelmed, and living a life that did not align with what truly mattered to me. I was hitting snooze over and over, rushing through my days, barely holding it together, and wondering, is this it? This is what I've worked so hard for? And now I am happy to report that everything has changed. Most days I wake up without an alarm. I'm excited and energized about my day, living my core values of love, service, and freedom. I get to work from home which is a dream come true for an introvert like me. And most importantly, I feel aligned, fulfilled, and grateful every single day. And now instead of feeling like, is this it? I feel like I cannot believe I get to do this. I have finally cracked the code to going from burnout to balance. It took me years to figure this all out, but I do not want it to take you years. I want to give you the shortcut. And this is the shortcut: my one on one program, my 8-week burnout to balance formula using the anti burnout plan framework. Pause, love, align, and know. This is the key to reversing burnout and creating lasting balance for good. So, this is what's possible when you reverse burnout and create life work balance. Living in alignment with my values, love, service, and freedom has given me more clarity, more balance, more energy, and more time for what truly matters. And now, my greatest joy is helping other women create the balance that they deserve. Ladies, at my lowest point, burnout left me feeling hopeless. I could have never imagined living the life that I have today. So remember, if I can do it, so can you. And I'm not the only one getting results. Dr. AV, a dentist and colleague, shared that my program was pricelessly amazing and helped her to be more kind to herself and to make decisions that align with her core values. She's now moving in her purpose. Carrie said that understanding her values and using them to guide her life was truly transformative, saying that that one exercise alone was worth the price of admission. Monica highly recommends the program and continues to use the tools and insights that she learned. And Imani shared that focusing on self compassion, vision, and values brought her clarity and peace. And one of my younger clients even set a boundary at work, requiring her colleagues to schedule time on her calendar rather than just walking into her office and interrupting her. And when I followed up with her to ask if she was able to set that boundary, she said, sure did. They've been receptive. And this is the part I love: I feel like I can breathe. I'm so proud of my clients for the big and small changes they've made, whether it's spending more time with loved ones, dedicating mornings to prayer and meditation, or even transitioning to new careers after reconnecting with what matters most. The common thread is that they've all learned that true balance comes from living in alignment with their values, having the courage to protect their peace, and embracing the truth that they are worthy of a life that truly fulfills them. So now it's your choice. You can keep pushing through and hoping things will get better on their own, or keep trying different strategies, hoping that something will finally work, or you can follow a proven framework designed to help you break free from burnout and create real, lasting balance. Whether or not you work with me, it's time to stop putting yourself last. It's time to stop dreading Monday mornings. It's time to prioritize your well being without guilt. And it's time to design your life around what truly matters. And it's time to reverse burnout and create life work balance. So please don't let this continue to get worse and end up having panic attacks in your office like I did. Let me help you turn things around. And you don't have to do this alone. My anti-burnout plan framework has worked for me and lots of high achieving women just like you, and it can work for you too. So if you're ready to go from burnout to balance without sacrificing your success, or adding more to your to-do list, I want to help you. Go to kwelicarson.com and book your free clarity call. We'll discuss how my one-on-one program, the 8-week Burnout to Balance formula, can help you reclaim your time, your energy, and your peace. And if now isn't the right time, that's okay. You can still stay connected. Visit my website, kwelicarson.com, for links to my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my Facebook page, where you'll find plenty of valuable resources. I'm truly grateful that you took the time to watch this entire mini course. It would be my honor to support you on your journey, whether that is now or later. Either way, I'll be here when you're ready. If you're ready now, go to kwelicarson.com and book your free clarity call.